Welcome to my video talking about Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve is of course known for playing Superman. Played him in 4 movies: Superman the movie, Superman 2. Also there's a Richard Donner cut of Superman 2, Superman 3, and finally Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. So he played him in those 4 movies from 1978 to 1987, and to this day he is still known as one of the better versions of Superman. For a lot of people, Christopher Reeve is the definitive Superman. You know, a lot of people, even those who didn't grow up during the time, and you know, there are other Supermen in their generation, they still think of Christopher Reeve as the definitive Superman, and I think that goes to show how timeless his version of Superman was. He really captured the heart, the spirit, the uplifting nature of Superman. Like, when you watch Christopher Reeve as Clark Kent or as Superman, it's just hard not to be in a good mood or just feel like optimism just sparkling out. You can just feel like you really believe, you know, the movie's tagline, you know, you're supposed to believe a man can fly, but what Christopher Reeve did is you can believe that a man can be this optimistic, a man can inspire this many people, and, you know, he could just be so nice and caring and still feel like a real person. He has a sense of humor. He's still, well, actually, you know, he's technically Kryptonian, but he feels human. He makes mistakes, and you know, Christopher Reeve really made Superman real, but also still made him feel like this otherworldly sort of role model that you could look up to and get inspired by. And he really did such a good job in the films, in all 4 films. A lot of people give Superman 3 and 4 a lot of hate. I still think they are delightful, and Christopher Reeve is definitely delightful in those films. And Christopher Reeve, you know, his time as Superman, you know, it seemed to end after those 4 films, but he did guest star in 2 episodes of Smallville, where he got to pass the torch down to Tom Welling, who played Clark Kent in that show. And Christopher Reeve followed up on Superman. He knew so much about the franchise, and he was excited to guest star in it, and that was after he had gotten into this horrible accident and was really not doing well health-wise, but he cared so much about the Superman franchise and the fans and everything that he was still willing to appear in it, and he was excited and still felt all this passion about it, and that goes to show his dedication. And because Christopher Reeve isn't just an actor who played a hero. He really did care about being heroic in real life, because he suffered this horrible accident after falling off a horse, and he still wanted to make a positive difference in the world. He started this foundation to help people like him. You know, even after he was injured, he still wanted to help people. And there's the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation, and so this foundation, you know, it continues to help people. Like, Christopher Reeve managed to be so inspirational and helpful that he could start an organization that can help people even after he's gone, and that just goes to show that his love, his dedication, his heroism is eternal, and it lives on. Like, he's able to help people even after he's gone, and that really goes to show what a timeless hero he is, and that he was the perfect person to play Superman, because he had the heart, the genuine heart to play the character, and I feel like he was absolutely worthy of playing it. And I think that's part of why he's had such a great appeal to so many generations, like not just people who grew up at the time. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like, to this day, like, you know, younger people, older people, all these people, you know, they see Christopher Reeve as at least he's a lot of people's favorite Superman. And recently they've had a hard time finding an actor that can bring that sort of heart and, unite the fandom in agreement over a Superman actor being great, and that goes to show that Christopher Reeve did such a great job that it's been hard to replace him. And so I think he definitely is worthy of all the praise and celebration he's gotten, and I think his Superman is very much timeless, and I think the Superman franchise wouldn't be as special and wouldn't be as celebrated and meaningful to so many people if he hadn't been cast in the role. So his heroism, his justice, and all that he did deserves to be celebrated for now and for so many generations to come.